Okay. Here we are, another episode of Cooking with Yuri.
Hello guys, again I am here in my kitchen, prepared, almost ready for my third cooking episode. Okay, today we are going to make some fritters. You can make these fritters with vegetables, if you have some fish at home or some tuna or even some chicken broth, whatever you want to put. Because I am a vegetarian woman, I am going to put some spices, okay, on it, but still they are delicious. And to accompany this recipe, I have some tofu. I made yesterday at home. I am going to make that tofu with some red sauce. And to accompany also some jasmine rice from Canada, amazing. And this beautiful avocado I found this morning in my street. I live in the Desengaño Street in Trinidad. So if you are here around the city, you can visit my street and you can buy almost everything in the street that you wanted. So I found this avocado. For my recipe, I have some seasoning cubes and the flour, okay, a bit of salt, these beautiful peppers I found. I already cleaned.
These are from the street also, yeah?
From the street. Also in the Desengaño Street, you can find this beautiful, very fresh peppers. My husband bought me this sweet corn. Okay, I already opened the can. Look at this. It's very sweet for the fritters, so I'm going to add this also. I have some curcumin and ginger to put some color. And this tomato is to accompany the tofu, some oil and cumin seeds.
Honey, tell me about that corn. Do you have like corn growing here?
We have
corn on the cob or like?
We have corn here in Cuba, but it's not the same quality of the sweet corn we have in cans in the shops from Mexico or maybe from another parts in South America. Our corn, to eat it, you have to put it in the pressure cooker, okay, and maybe after 1 hour, you're going to have enough tender corn to eat or to put it in a fritter or maybe to make some soup. But when it's very tender, if you put it in the blender or something and you process it a little, it's perfect to put inside of the flour to make some fritters. I prefer this one because it's very sweet and very, very tender.
Well, and because this time of year in Canada, it's August and it's corn season in Canada.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Pretty
but
good.
It's not the kind of corn we have.
No, it's the kind of corn they put in the can like that, baby.
Yeah, for sure. So let's going to start. First, I have my flour here. Okay, I am going to put a bit of salt. Okay, just a bit, like this. And I am going to use just a piece of seasoning cube to put on flavor. If you have fish broth at home, you can just put the broth. Not too much, because we don't need to ruin this paste we are going to make. Okay, I already cleaned my peppers, so I am going to be cutting my peppers in small pieces. It depends how big or thin you like it. If you want some texture, don't cut it too small, right? I love the pepper, so I am going to put some. This one is very crispy, very fresh.
And tell me, Yuri, do you get the bigger peppers here? Do you get the big ones, or this is the usual size?
No, there is a special season in the year when it's colder, almost close to the winter, and also in the winter time we have in the city huge peppers. you know. But what I do with all those beautiful peppers is I just put it in a pan with a bit of oil and I roast them. Then I peel them and I put it in a jar with some water and some sugar, and I just boil them a little. And when they are sweet, I took it away, okay? And when they are fresh, I just cut them and I slice them and I put it in a plate. And if you like to put some vinegar, it's an amazing salad to accompany your rice and your beans. If you're baking at home, some pizza or something, to put it in the top of the pizza or accompany your spaghetti. It's amazing. Okay, this is the onions. I already peeled them and washed them. For this recipe I am going to use just one because the others one I'm going to keep them to accompany the tofu sauce.
Okay.
If you like the texture in your fritters, don't cut the onion very thin. If you don't want to feel anything, just put this in a blender and process the spices and just add that
just
paste.
The flavor, not the texture.
Not the texture, but you can put that paste in the paste we are going to make, okay? I am going to use all these garlics. They are not very big, so I am going to use all this because I love the flavor. And I need some flavor in my food. So you can smash them. And after that, I am going to cut them. Not so much. Just a bit. And that's all. Now, we have salt inside. We have seasoning broth. We have our spices ready to go. Now I'm going to use a spoon. And I'm going to put my corn, not so much. It depends how much fritters, how many.
Hey, you have a guest.
Hey, Toby. Toby, say hi to the audience. Baby. That's my pet.
Hello,
Toby. Toby knows I am already cooking. So he's ready. Today he can try what I am going to do.
He's okay with fritters.
He's okay for fritters.
Just
so,
not too hot. Okay, Toby, you got a treat coming today.
See. Hi, baby. Toby. So for this recipe, and I am going to add just 2 spoons, okay, of corn. I am going to put some water in it. Wait me a second.
This is water for cooking, baby. Tell me about this water.
We don't have water every day in Cuba.
No.
So we need to have some tanks to preserve some water for the days when we don't have it. So I have this tank and I clean it almost every week. And I put fresh water on it. This is for cooking and drinking. I boil the water to drink at home, you know, and this is to cook.
And so, as we know, there's the hose that you can use to fill the tank.
I fill the tank with the hose.
And here's the pump. When they turn the water on the street, you need this pump to fill up the tanks.
Yes. So, guys, welcome to my life. Right now, still. Welcome to my life. It's not forever, I tell you. It's not forever. So I am going to be mixing this. Okay? I put water and I mix it. I put more water. Cannot be so liquid. Okay? Not too much liquid. I mix it with a spoon. I am going to take the chance now to put some color.
See. Ah, and what is this now?
Curcumin and ginger.
Curcumin and ginger.
And ginger. And also, I am going to put some cumin seeds. These are from Canada. Amazing.
Uh-huh. You like these ones?
I love these ones. I don't know what is the brand, but I know it's amazing.
Well, in Canada, we call this no name.
No name.
And that means it's the least expensive, you know?
See?
See.
It's what? The little expensive?
No, it's the least.
The
Cost
least
the
expensive.
least,
Cost, see. So not too much. More or less like this.
What else do you put these cumin seeds in?
I use it for beans,
See.
rice and beans, you know. When I make my fritters, if I am going to prepare some meat,
See.
some fish,
Uh-huh.
maybe, kind of things.
Yeah.
It depends. To make a soup, who knows. More water, and I continue mixing. Hi, baby. Toby is kissing my feet right now because he already knows something delicious is around. He knows. I continue mixing. I enjoy when I do those things. But if you have something to process your food at home,
Yeah.
something to mix it, and you don't want to be just mixing with your hand and spoon, you can also do it.
But
The good thing of this, when you do it with a spoon, is you are going to preserve the textures of the spices you
See.
already put it. Okay?
See.
If you make the paste harder, the fritters are going to be harder. If you make the paste a little softer, okay, a little soft, it means the texture is going to be more creamy inside and crispy outside. I am going to try to make the creamy inside and crispy outside.
That's what your favorite. That's what the goal is.
Is my
Creamy?
goal.
See.
Is my goal.
See.
Okay. Still, I think the color is not enough, so I want to have beautiful fritters. So I'm going to put more curcumin because I love when they are yellow.
See.
If you don't want to put any color, that's okay. It's up to you. If you have fresh tomatoes at home, you can cut them also when they are red and put them inside. And it's delicious, okay? Now my paste, look at the texture. Not so hard, not so liquid.
See.
This is the texture, okay? Now my fritters are ready to go. I am going to start the fire.
Okay.
Okay, this is a deep fry, okay? I am not going to put a lot of oil, but still if you want to make a deep fry, you can do it at home. And I am going to start the fire in the highest point, okay? To make the fritters,
See.
I suggest
How
you
much oil do you put?
like this. More or less half a cup.
Half a cup?
See, more or less.
See, okay.
Half a cup more or less. If you want to make a deep fry at home, it's perfect for these things. Okay, I don't want to put a lot of oil. To fry, I suggest you to have a spoon like this because you need just to move the fritters and a fork to help you when you are going to be turning to the other side because we are going to be frying both sides. If you have a deep fry at home, deep fry pot, you don't need to move the fritters almost because the deep fry is going to do, is going to make everything.
All around.
See. Just going to see The oil is heating. I suggest you if you have some natural lemons at home. It's amazing to accompany the fritters when they are done. You serve it in a plate and you put some lemon juice on top. And it's delicious. Another recommendation I wanted to tell you guys. These things are things we cook when we are ready to go, when we are ready to eat. Don't do this and put it in the table or cover it with something because they are going to be fluffy. Fluffy? It's fluffy?
Fluffy, yeah.
Fluffy. And the taste is not going to be okay. They are going to
They
be
lose the
losing.
crispiness and they
See, they are going to lose all the crispy taste. Okay? The oil is ready to go.
Okay.
Be careful if you're cooking at home. As I always recommend you kids, if you are lonely at home, don't be doing stupid things. Just cook with your parents, right? Because we are using oil. And
Yes. Well, you know the story of my brother Kurt who burnt down the kitchen.
Yeah. So don't be doing that. If you're watching me, just ask to your parents for permission, right? To be doing these things. Okay. Anyway, parents, if you want your kids helping you at home, they can be cutting the spices, mixing the paste, those things.
But maybe not with the hot stuff.
No. I am going to take a spoon like this. It's the spoon we use here in Cuba for soup. Now my Chinese stove is telling me it's too hot, so I turn it off and still it's cooking. Look at this. You can make these fritters the size you love at home. If you want to make them bigger, the difference is the kind of spoon you're going to be using. Okay, you can use also the spoon we use to serve the soup, whatever you want. Okay. Look at this. The stove is off and still cooking.
And they smell pretty good already.
Thanks. Oh, that's my best prize. When somebody's telling me you cook so good, you know, that's my big prize. And you can fry as many as you can in your pot. Right now I am started with 5 of them. Okay. When the bottom is enough crispy to turn it on. Okay. You can do it.
And you want to pay attention all the time.
You want to pay
walk away.
attention all the time.
Not walk away and do something else.
No, because you cannot ruin them. It's not like to be making a soup, okay? You set the soup and you go and do other stuff. No. If you are cooking, you are fritting something, you have to be paying attention. Okay. When the bottom is enough crispy, you are going to turn around the fritters.
Okay.
Don't set the fire so high, not so low.
But now it's off?
No, now it's on.
Now
it's on. Because we need to fry, but at the same time we need to cook the paste.
Okay.
Right? So it depends on what kind of stuff you have.
Baby, that bag behind you is from Canada. Just because it's in the camera.
Yes it is.
It's the best bag, I think it's the best bag, reusable bag of grocery stores we have. It's from Food Basics, which is not the best grocery store, except usually price. It's the kind of place where you get the cheapest cumin seeds.
but at the same time, those bags.
Best in the world, honey.
See, and give me good memories because those bags have been accompanying me for all these years. You know?
See.
When we are thinking of cooking, if you love cooking like me, if you have a chef soul like me, one of the best experiences you have every day is just to go visit the market. I have the blessing to be living in the main market in the city.
See.
This is the best market. Okay, so my best experience every day is, even if I am not going to buy anything, just wake up, I take my bag, I go outside, and I enjoy every fresh ingredient I have it. Okay?
And you never know what they're going to have.
And you never know what is going to happen, what are they selling, different things. The most beautiful season in the city is the winter, because in the winter we can find almost all the vegetables that we plant here in Cuba. And August and July is pretty good because we can find very juicy mangoes and big super hidden. Amazing to make our smoothies and juices or marmalades, or just to eat natural at home.
That's the super hidden mango.
Super hidden, yeah. This year I found really sweet ones and juicy. Also, you can accompany your
And big avocados. That's not a very big avocado.
No, it's...
For here, it's small.
From here, this one is a small one. We have huge ones. Very good, creamy. And almost sweet. And with a big avocado, you guys, if you have a big family, you can have the whole meal with that huge avocado. I mean avocados maybe for 10 or 12 people.
Oh. See. I've seen those avocados almost as big as your head, honey. Big.
See, for sure. I'm moving, you know. These ones are almost ready to go. They are golden. If you are using a fork, you're going to realize how crispy they are. Right? If you have some ketchup at home, or maybe mustard, and you love those things, also you can serve this. I am going to look for a plate.
Okay. And once these are done, we're going to take a break.
Yes. All the time be careful with the oil. If you have those long forks at home to cook, I think it's better. If you have something like this, let me show you. Just put it in the plate, and they are going to be draining.
Just to drain a little bit.
To drain, okay? If you have some paper, the paper we use in the kitchen, put some paper, and that's all.
Not something you normally have here.
No, that's why I am not putting any paper.
Or most of the tools, like a big fork.
See. Look at the color of these fritters. Look at the beautiful color. They have to be golden, a little brown, but not so much, because if they are so brown, you are going to ruin the taste, and they are going to be kind of bitter.
Okay.
You don't need that. Look at the color they are. So right now, I am going to make a stop.
Uh-huh.
See you soon, guys.
Okay.
We continue soon.
Well, okay.
Hi guys, we continue with our show, and the second part I am going to make to accompany the fritters is I am going to fry some tofu with red sauce and some onion. I already clean and cut the onion. If you don't want the rings, you can cut it in small pieces. Okay, this is the tofu I made yesterday at home. Look at how good pieces. You know,
Tell me about this tofu. You made this tofu.
I made this tofu. Okay, yesterday we had some. It's my first experience, and I have to tell you, all the Asians guys, you have very good taste about food, because I think it's the best option or one of the best for vegetarian people like me.
Sí.
As you know, I've been doing yoga for many years, and also I am a vegetarian person. I think it have improved my health.
Sí.
You know, and at the same time my experience and my spirit and my feelings, since I get only vegetarian food.
Sí. And they don't, you can't buy tofu here.
No,
in the
at
store.
all.
No.
You cannot buy tofu here. In my life, buying things outside, I haven't seen any soybeans.
No.
Never in my life, you know.
They grow them here. They must grow them because they have the soy yogurt sometimes, but they don't sell them in the market as soybeans. Never.
No. So my husband brought me some soybeans from Canada.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday I spent in the morning making the milk and the tofu, and also I made some seasoned cheese.
Sí.
I still have the milk in my refrigerator. It would be amazing to be making some yogurt, but I haven't found any yogurt in the market.
Uh-huh.
So yesterday I made this tofu. I put it in pure water.
Sí.
Okay, so what I'm going to be making, I already cut this onion. I am going to be cutting the tofu in small pieces. How firm it is. Okay, I am going to fry it.
Sí.
I am cut it in small pieces because
So
I want
you press that tofu, you use the press to make it that firm.
See, my husband brought me the press from Canada.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. You know, China has been doing such wonderful tools
Sí.
to improve the life in our homes and in the kitchen. So I love that press
Sí.
a lot, and it's very helpful. If you are going to be doing this stuff at home, I suggest you to buy one. It comes, I guess, with the clothes. Did you buy the clothes together with the press?
Separate, but I think that you can get them together.
Together.
Like a cheesecloth or a see.
See,
or
so
bag.
I recommend you. The tofu, my experience with tofu is very soft, and at the same time when I had it yesterday, my sleep was better.
See.
I think the tofu puts my temperature down because it's very hot here in Cuba. So I think it refreshes the whole system. It's very good for the stomach. And today I am feeling fill up of energy, and at the same time very calm. You know, I suggest it for people with stomach problems maybe, because it refreshes a lot. Okay, guys, this is the tofu I made by myself at home. It's the best, my first experience making this. I have to make a course in YouTube. Thank you so much to the internet guys, because you guys have been helping me just at the time when you create internet. You know, I have many teachers now, and I can learn from my home how to paint, to do embroidery, to cooking, many stuff I haven't done in my life, you know. So I am very grateful for all those things. So I send you, you know, my warm hug from here, from Cuba. and I feel so grateful for that. So I put 1 big spoon of oil here, vegetable oil, in my pot, in my pan. So I am going to I'm going to start the fire.
See.
When it's hot, enough hot, I am going to put the onion, and we are going to fry the onion with some salt and some tomato sauce.
Okay, and you have some rice also.
Yeah, in my instant pot,
Okay.
I have the jasmine rice to accompany this amazing food. I'm pretty sure it's going to be delicious. Let's see what Toby and my husband say. Okay, I am going to be a little anxious, just watching at his face.
Toby's face. Yeah.
And also my husband's, you know, just to have an idea of the experience they are having. You know, let's see what people say about me. I think now the oil is hot, not so much hot because you are not going to ruin the onion, so yeah.
Okay, just sizzling like that.
Yeah, the noise says
You can
everything. You can tell. So let's going to move it a little. Be a little careful with this because the onion has some water. Okay. Put the fire low, a little low. And when you feel the delicious smell, let's going to put. I am going to put a lot of tomato sauce because I love it.
Okay.
Okay, some salt. Don't put so much. I don't like salty food. It depends, guys. Okay, and I am going to be putting my tofu. Before you cut your tofu, don't forget to clean your knife. If you were cooking before, like me, clean it. Because we don't need to contaminate the flavors or the food we are making at home. And in this medium fire, we are going to deep frying our tofu because we want to put all the delicious flavor of this sauce I am making in these beautiful pieces of tofu. Okay. My God, the texture yesterday of my tofu was amazing. You know, I am going to put it up a little. And let's going to fry it.
Okay.
If you want the tofu a little juicy, don't fry it so much. If you want it harder and crispy, go ahead until you think it's okay for you. Okay, the smell is delicious. You cannot imagine. Or if you cook every day, you can imagine. Another time I'm going to be making 5 delightful things with tofu, maybe for another
this
chapter.
Is like a traditional Chinese dish.
It's a traditional Chinese recipe.
What do you call it? 5 delightful things. Oh,
5.
Toby's coming. Toby's interested
look at
now.
Toby.
Toby's a little excited about tofu.
Baby! This is my curious
Toby.
By the way, he is very sweet. You know, he accompanies us all the time to the beach. When we travel, he comes with us. And look at the beautiful golden color we have here. It's time to turn off the fire. And our tofu is ready.
Okay, should we take a break?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's take a break, guys.
Well, okay.
Okay, guys, now we are here again. Our fritters are done. Look at how cute is our tofu. And I serve some rice but jasmine rice with cold beans.
Uh-huh.
I already had in the refrigerator. And this is the avocado. Look at this one.
So
And I am going to slice it. Okay. And if you buy your avocado, please don't forget to wash it outside with some detergent and enough water.
See?
Right, as I did. So, in Cuba we just slice it.
And it comes right off the seed like that.
See,
See?
this is our avocado. Right. You can accompany with some, you can put some salt on it. And if you don't want to put more salt, there is a fig vinegar. Really tasty. You can find it in Canada. And just put some fig vinegar on top, and that avocado is going to become into a magic thing. Don't forget that. And well, I was very, very happy to accompany you guys in this episode of my cooking show. And I'm very happy to give you an idea about cooking and being happy. You know, like me, don't forget that I paint. If you love art, or even if you don't, but just to have an idea about me, you can contact cubanocanadian.com. I put my art with the name of Yurién López Reyes. It's my actual name, but I sign every piece like Seganza. So you can find me there just to know more about me. And remember guys, in this house, we dance, we paint, we cook. If you are looking for a cook, this is me. And if you are looking for a chef, that's me too. I'm so happy to accompany you with my recipes. And right now, my husband and maybe Toby are going to try what I made. Let's see what they say. I am going to be anxious and a bit nervous.
Thank you, baby.
Let's see the reaction. Let's see what my husband says.
Just a little piece? Well. Oh, that's pretty good, baby.
Let's see.
Crisp and soft.
Let's see if Toby wants to come. Toby!
Toby!
Cookie! Toma, Toby! Toby! Baby! Toma, Toby! Kiki!
No fritters for Toby, man.
Toby don't want to come. Toby doesn't want to come.
All right, baby.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for accompanying me. Don't forget to connect. Give me a like. You know, I know that you love me. And I send you a big hug from here. All my kisses. I love you guys.
See you next time.